You catch me by surprise! Welcome to Austin's beloved Perry Logan Inn, America's Wounds! You catch me by surprise! Welcome to Austin's beloved Perry Logan Inn, America's Wounds! America's Wounds! America's Wounds! America's Wounds! America's Wounds! Thank you for watching. It's October 18th, 2007. And I have a sobering thought for you. I have a sobering question for you. I have a sobering thought for you. Do you think the United States will ever heal from the wounds the Republican Party has inflicted on it? It's kind of a no here. I think the nays have it here. Do the nays have it? Oh! Hey, the nays have it. Hello. Hello. It's good to see you, my friend. It's good to see that someone else has survived the wounds the Republican Party has inflicted on us. Today's topic is the wounds the Republican Party has inflicted on us, on you and me. The wounds the Republican Party has inflicted on the United States in just the last few decades. The wounds, of course, were the deficit, the Reagan deficit. Anytime you see a Republican, I'd like you to just metaphorically smack him upside the head. Yeah, just like... I think we should metaphorically smack any and all Republicans upside the head any time we see them, or, well, any damn time we please. You see, these miserable 20%ers, these miserable, crooked, feckless 20%ers, these miserable 20% of degenerate white males, the right are all degenerate white males. The right in America is mostly degenerate white males. Of their degeneracy, you need only look at a few of the Republican sex scandals. Oh, no, here come the Republican sex scandals. It's another one of those weird crawls. It's another weird Perry Logan crawl in which tons of information, which the right would have you not know, tons of information which the right, these miserable 20% of degenerate white males, I tell you, if you have government done by if you have government by a degenerate group of white males and a few degenerate gals, well, what do you think you're gonna get? Yeah, you're gonna get all kinds of weird things. One thing that even I didn't expect. Hey, wait a minute, stop the crawl. Hey, even I didn't expect all of those Republican sex scandals. Oh, hey, talk about wounds. Well, what kind of wounds do massive numbers of sex crimes committed by Republicans have on the body politic? I ask you. Mr. Logan is pondering the philosophical question, what effect do massive numbers of sex crimes committed by Republicans, I said a massive number of sex crimes committed by Republicans have on the body politic? What effect on the body politic do you think these massive numbers of Republican sex crimes? Okay, start the crawl. Mr. Logan has started the crawl again. Hey, I have started the crawl again. Hey, I have started the crawl again. Here we go with just a few of the literally hundreds of Republican sex crimes. This is just a way of wiping out the right. You see, the right has inflicted such grievous wounds on this country. As far as I'm concerned, every goddamn Republican in the country is a traitor. And I say that with love. With love, I say, as far as I'm concerned, every goddamn Republican in the country is a traitor. And I'm glad God is kicking your butt. Hey, I'm glad God is kicking the Republicans' butt. I mean, God is obviously batting for the Democrats. If you envision politics as a baseball game, you can pretty much see God sitting over in the Democratic dugout. Sorry, but you can see, God is batting for the Democrats. God is pitching for the Democrats. God is fighting for the Democrats. God wants America to recover from its wounds. That's the good news. Yes, I guess God may be going to let us heal our wounds. It's October 18th, 2007, indeed. That's all the farther we've got, so of course we are still sorting out the Republican crimes. I mean, look at this. Just a few minutes ago, just a minute ago, we saw a kind of a weird crawl. Interesting crawl there, though. It's all real stuff. Those were all real things, you see. That was just taking up one topic. Republican sex crimes, mostly against the children of America. What I'm saying is it's just like a goddamn plague, okay? Pedophilia. Come on now. Come on now, start the crawl again. All right, start the crawl again. Oh, give you a little faith. I am starting the crawl again, just to show you a few more Republican sex criminals. Now, if you're paying attention, you will see a predilection for pedophilia. Now, if you just take a good look at the long list, the endless list of actual, documented, genuine Republican sex crimes against the children of America, I can't believe we let these people stay in our country. We have got to get the Republicans out of the country. Hey, now, as far as I'm concerned, as far as I'm concerned, it's either them or us. Look, it's either them or us. They started it. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Look, my friends, pretty much most Americans know. By now, even though it was really, really not spoken of in the U.S. media, and yet somehow, in polls, we find that most Americans know the Republicans are stealing the elections. Or trying. Oh, they most certainly did the damage that they could. I'm not kidding. They did the damage that they could. In 2006, they want to be in power, and they still don't know their screw-ups. They still don't know their screw-ups, but the rest of us do. Like I say, you can do that. Okay, stop the crawl. I'm sorry, stop the crawl. I'm sorry. You see, I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. Among other things, the Republican Party seems to be a haven for pedophiles. Okay? A haven for pedophiles. The Republican Party, for one reason or another, has become a haven for pedophiles. And my friends, what human being could assess all the damage that this most evil of political parties, this most feckless of political parties, this most creepy of political parties. It would be hilarious, except that people are getting killed. Republicans are pretty much selling the United States to foreign countries. We can thank the Republicans for all these grievous wounds. Apparently there's first of all, a serious danger to our children. I'm sorry, but there just seems to be an unnatural number of pedophiles and other sexual degenerates in the Republican Party. Hey, what can I say? It's documented, all right? I think it's safe to say 2000 to 2007, okay, 2000 to 2006, when the Republicans had nobody to blame but themselves, what did they do? Yeah, in the face of every Brobdingnagian screw-up, they blame the liberals. They're shameless. They're shameless. They're screw-ups. They are degenerate white males who hacked their way into power, and the country hated it. The whole country was bloody, holding its nose for those 6 years. You can document this. You can document this on satellite photographs. No, you can't. Americans were just pretty much 80% of us, let's put it this way. About 80% of Americans, and then the rest of the world have been holding their noses for 6 years. They held their noses for 6 years while one Brobdingnagian screw-up after another occurred, and every damn time they tried to blame the liberals. They're just like shameless. They have no sense of self-criticism. People who voted twice for the worst president ever are still going around like this. That's it, Republicans. They never change. You see, they have, as I like to say, a pathological incapacity for self-criticism. It's not like a ha-ha funny tendency to inflate themselves, okay? It's like a serious, pathological inability to see that they do nothing but screw up. It's going to take, what, 200 years to figure out the wounds that the Republican Party has inflicted, especially, let's face it, the more they got into power, the worse the wounds became.
This is God! The more the Republicans got into power, the worse the wounds became. I would like to point this out to all rational Americans that the further right the United States got, the deeper and more permanent the wounds the Republican Party was able to inflict on these United States. And now that the power.
Well, that was God. Well, what can I say? That, it's going to take serially linked supercomputers. It's going to take hundreds of years just to assess the damage that this, oh yeah, as God said, this most extremely right-wing version of the Republican Party. My friends, it's cause and effect. You go left, you have FDR, almost certainly the greatest or one of the 2 or 3 greatest presidents ever. FDR, that's pretty much what the historians say. They're the ones who figure these things out. If it weren't for Republicans, the United States wouldn't be the laughingstock of the world. Let's face it, the rest of the world can laugh at us if they wish. We are the one industrial country. We are the one industrial country that hasn't been able to insure all its people. We're the one industrial country, the country that brags all the bloody time. The United States, the country that brags on itself all the time. And we are the one country too screwed up to take care of our own people. Okay, now every child who isn't covered in this bizarre world without a real healthcare system, every child who suffers or dies or who knows, suffers, whatever, undergoes any deprivation of health because we can't do what the bloody rest of the civilized world can do. Now, why do you suppose that is? Where is the opposition to healthcare? The farther right you go, the more out of the question healthcare gets for everybody. If you're sick in France, you walk into a hospital, you don't have to fill out a single piece of paper. Do you realize this? As far as I'm concerned, it's a real sin there that the right has fought health care. You know, they've been talking about it since Eleanor Roosevelt. Now, if that had happened, if it weren't for the right's opposition to health care, we would be caught up with the rest of the world. Yeah, instead, we are 37th. You realize this? We are 37th in the world. And come on, man, it's because we went right. Yes, we got hacked by the right. Okay, we got taken over. Finessed, okay, to give credit where it's due. They did take over. But, you know, it was like an outhouse turning over. No, it was just, yes, it was, I'm sorry. It was like a series of Brobdingnagian catastrophes, which they either didn't admit, the press didn't report, or they blamed the Democrats. Shameless, it is shameless. Same response over and over, like some kind of robot, you see, and we saw him in action for 6 years. It was like an eternity in hell. And who can assess the wounds? All I can say is, under George W. Bush, he has, as you probably know, George W. Bush has accumulated more debt than all previous presidents combined. Yes. George W. Bush has accumulated more debt than all previous presidents combined. Wow. And that's a wound. Every dollar that leaves the country, hemorrhages out of the country, goes to foreign owners. It's kind of like the Republicans decided they wanted to have a Gilded Age, right? Let's face it. Back in 1980, they decided they wanted to create another Gilded Age. Okay, to give credit where it's due, okay? To give credit where it's due, they kind of did it. You must know that the income inequality is just grotesquely uneven. The income inequality in this country, which is kind of like the sociologists and the historians' defining feature of a sick society. It's like a defining feature. If you want to have more crime, well, you increase the difference between the rich and the poor. It's just a sociological fact. The only party that's going to even that out is the Democrats. Yeah, the only party that can heal any part of the wound. The only party that can possibly heal some of the wounds the Republican Party has inflicted on America are the Democrats. That's it. For any slow learners in the audience, we'll give you that again. The only party that can possibly heal some of the wounds the Republican Party has caused America is the Democratic Party. Thank you very much. Now you may return unto your bodies. You must return unto your bodies. It has come to my attention. It has come to my attention. It has come to my attention that some of you have not returned unto your bodies.
My children, please, return unto your bodies. Return unto your bodies.
My friends, you are watching America's Wounds. You are watching Perry Logan in America's Wounds. Wounds the Republican Party has inflicted on America. Wounds that will never heal. Wounds that make every Republican in America a goddamn traitor! That would be like my id talking. Hi. You're watching my id talking. And my id feels that, well, hey, once these bastards have stolen 2 presidential elections, well, they're nothing but traitors. No. Hey, don't give me this business about going back to business as usual. As far as I'm concerned, the gauntlet has been thrown down. They started it. No, they stole 2 presidential elections. As far as I'm concerned, it's civil war. As far as I'm concerned, it has started, okay? Hey, as far as I'm concerned, America has been in a state of civil war ever since the Republican Party stole the 2000 election. Is this clear? Hey, is this clear? I would encourage you to adopt this attitude. If you listen to what right-wingers talk about and what right-wingers say, you realize they intend to destroy us. How pathetic is this? But you know they do. That's the way they talk. I'm sure that's the way they feel. That right-wingers intend to destroy the 80%ers. Hey, I told you they were degenerates. I told you they're degenerate white males who don't know what they're doing. They showed us what they could do. 2000, 2007, 2000, 2007, 2007. Sorry. As far as I'm concerned, we saw all we needed to know. And it all comes about, you see, because the right intended to take over. There's no question. It was the right making their move. Now, what American has not wondered all his or her life? If you think about politics, you will probably have thought, I wonder when the right is going to make its move. There have been novels written about it, books written about it, movies about it. Everybody always wants to know, when the hell are these right-wing degenerates going to make their move, right? And what will happen? Will it be fascism? Everybody is familiar with this. I'm pretty sure Americans who think about politics much are familiar with this idea. When were they going to do it? Okay, 2000. The Republicans made their move in 2000. It was the biggest series of Brobdingnagian botches the world had ever seen. My friends, do you think the United States will ever heal from the wounds the Republican Party have inflicted on it? Do you think the United States will ever heal from the wounds the Republican Party has inflicted on it?